In the year 2137, humanity has captured the solar system and headed its ships to the closest stars. On Mars, metropolises were built, where everything needed for humans' happiness is already present, even the Asian food with delivery. The space around Earth has become safe too. Even scholars can go beyond the atmosphere, escorted by adults, of course. But it hasn't been always this way. By that time, people have only been flying to space for several decades, and every astronaut had to be the best, the most prepared, and last but not least, the healthiest. It is difficult to wait for the 911 service in space. Soviet astronauts were being chosen out of the very best airmen. They were already prepared for the G-forces. Then they were taught so that they could behave right in any kind of situation. Their bodies were trained and they were supervised by doctors. But sometimes such an accident happens when you may say we're an asshole. In cases Americans say shit, Russians do say shit too. Or asshole.
Asshole!
Hi, this is Pesets. And that's Carrot. We're still locked up here. What we should be glad of now? 'Cause that's an adventure, and we are together. What the adventure is that? Nothing's going on here. This is what I'm gonna get out of here at. Goodbye.
Только пусто на земле одной без тебя, а ты летишь, и тебе дарят звезды свою нежность.
And who am I now? A monk? A mage? Damn, I am the mage! You cannot make me the mage! I don't believe in magic! It doesn't exist! Physics does, but not magic! Oh well, I'm leaving. Gonna redress at home. Duh, you gotta be mocking me! You're staying! Hooray! And look what I'm capable of now! No. Okay, fine. Today we're gonna tell you about a human who willed to fly to space very much. Willed so much that has ruined the terms of concerted work at the space station, and brought his name into history. Not everyone would like to be remembered like this. Our hero, Vladimir Vasutin, was born in 1952 in Kharkov. And the time before him having become an astronaut is not that interesting. Graduated from school, studied to be an airman. Nothing special. And he was training, preparing to fly to space. But here came the problem. Prosthetitis. It's rather painful on Earth yet, and in space, anything could happen. He didn't go to hospital. Naturally, if you tell them you don't already fly to space, doctors won't let. And then the logical decision, self-treatment. Looks like he's chosen the wrong profession. He should have become a urologist. He treated himself so that the doctors haven't spotted any issues. Sometime before the flight he got worse though, but he was ignoring the pain and not showing it. He must be either a fool or a man who would do anything to make his dream of becoming an astronaut come true. So here the rocket is launched. And Vasutin, the spaceship commander with his equipage, flight engineer George Grechko and astronaut researcher Alexander Volkov. Shall you wait a bit? I'm having a launch. Where are you? See you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So, the Soyuz T-14 rocket's launch was successful. They docked to the station Salute 7, where they had to stay during a half a year without any trouble too. Their team had much to do, circa 100 experiments and hosting several groups of astronaut guests. But they didn't know about another experiment, zero gravity's influence on prostatitis, and the results had shown that prostatitis ills get only worse at weightlessness. Yet after several days, Vasutin did get worse, but the medicines at the space station didn't help him, and then he had to report back to the Mission Control Center about the illness. Everybody was in panic there, the major flight was about to fail. The doctors couldn't do anything too, the ill could only be helped on Earth. And then, at the highest level, a decision was made to invite a psychic. Well, if we have to, we have to. But Vasutin has even refused to talk to him. And that's the only thing I was needed here for, right? Oh, come on, don't be angry. On 21st November 1985, the rocket undocks from the station and returns back to Earth. As a result, Vasutin was expelled from the astronauts, but he left behind a heritage which no one probably would like to leave. After that, Soviet and later Russian astronauts had to go through taking a secret of prostate gland, which is actually called in honor of him Vasutin test. That's the story. And would you be honest? Would you tell if you got ill? I would. Yay, selfie! Go make selfie with me. Let you do it without me. Ew. You saved me, thank you. Hey, should you be bowing me? I'm not saving you.